it doesn't get talked about as much outside of the betting world because it's not the cachet of the MVP. But man, is this fascinating. And I know you're all over it. What's happened to this Marcus Smart number, the favorite across the board? How many tickets do you have that have a viable shot at winning DPOY? And what's your overall view of what's happened to the market this month?
I've got a handful of them. This is one of those markets that I've looked back just here in the last couple of years, just drawing on some experience. The MVP market is one that seems to move pretty quickly throughout the year. You know, somebody has a few good games or a couple good weeks or whatever, you'll see him move. Some of these lesser markets, like the Defensive Player of the Year, seems to be one that you don't see much movement throughout the year, and you kind of wonder why. Then you see a guy like Marcus Smart, who just recently was 100-1, and it caused me to do a double take. And I've put a rule in place for myself. If I see a guy at a number that causes me to do a double take, I may want to get a piece of him. And I saw him at 100-1 last week, and this is one of the reasons why I put this rule in place for myself, is because I didn't get a piece of him. I did it 25-1 last week, small piece, because we're so late in the season. You wonder if these late movements are enough to help the guy get the award or not, or am I just buying on something because maybe a big bettor came in and placed a wager somewhere and the market shifted. I've got some good numbers on some guys, smaller plays, but they were guys that I took a chance on because I saw a move there, or I saw the best defender on the best team potentially, and went ahead and bought a piece just in case that played out that way. And it kind of has here the last 2 weeks. So this is a market that, as you're going through, you get 65, 70 games in, you may still want to be mining the bottom of the board there and try to get a piece of guys on some of the elite defensive teams. Mikal Bridges is another guy that I got a few weeks ago. He was still 12-1, and then his odds dropped. He was in the +$3, +$4 range. So, you know, there's a handful of guys. How it's going to go, couldn't tell you. But I've got some pieces on guys, and I feel pretty good about where I'm at with the top 4 or 5 guys there.